Where? Yeah. Come on, shout out Brody Lee. So guys, your boy Hugo the Savage, we're back again. It's the first Let's Talk Raw of 2026. I was hoping there'll be no more of these, but listen, man, the people want what the people want. Let's get it cracking, man. I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone is good. Hope everyone's having a decent start to the year. And if you haven't had a decent start yet, then start today. Today is my start of the year, bro. Today is my I mean, I normally go with the wrestling season since I'm in the wrestling business and this media world. I kind of go with the seasons and that. So you get me. We're heading into WrestleMania season, man, and interesting. We this was the Raw premiere, the Raw Netflix premiere of 2026, the 1 year anniversary of the WWE Raw on Netflix. I think it was the 6th of January last year. I mean, I don't think it definitely was the 6th of January last year. And we can claw back and see what happened then because we were promised some things back then off the back of the it's 5 billion, wasn't it? $5 billion deal that The Rock got over the line that Roman had anchored. Roman was at the top of the company leading into that. And then when he got to that Netflix show, everyone just spoke up Cody, to be honest. It's been a mad year for WWE. Possibly, because I'm really trying not to exaggerate, but I can only go off what I've seen now. There was a time, that weird 2008, 11. There was a weird period when like Sheamus and I big up Sheamus though. I don't dislike Sheamus, but when Alberto Dal, and all them man were running and there was a Raw general manager that was a laptop. There was a weird time back then. But they still anchored with the pay-per-views were decent and there was still stories running. The problem was when Vince McMahon was running the company then, the stories were a little bit wayward, but it was the start of a PG era. So for me, this could be this is possibly the worst. This year's possibly the worst year I've witnessed in wrestling. Simply because those years had SmackDown and Raws where there was still stuff to look forward to. There was still stuff where things would get thrown in and would be a little bit cheesy, but there was still stories. This era, this Paul Levesque era, this Netflix era, what they coined themselves, they coined that term themselves, so let's go with it. The Netflix era. It's a bit bright, man. Hold on a minute. I don't like it. This is a bit of a cold open, but just so you can get into the mindset of, as a content creator who decided to dedicate the content towards pro wrestling, mainly WWE, and then it just happened to ended up being just WWE. That's the mainstay. And when I started this, there was no AEW, so it's so disappointing. Now, obviously, I'm not expecting WWE to do stuff so content creators could have something to talk about. I'm not like a spoiled brat. It's nothing to do with me. Like, they don't have to do anything for my business at all, man. They copyright me, they do what they want, whatever. But I'm still a fan. Well, I'm still a supporter of pro wrestling, and I don't think that's going to change because I think if it was going to change, I would be done already. But I'm on the edge. And I think if it does change, come back to me when Roman Reigns is gone, and when the Usos are gone, and when Charlotte and Bianca is gone. But just come back to me when the mainstay of what's there now is gone, and then ask me the same question because I've been watching over the last few days. I knew it was the first SmackDown of the year. Now we got the first Raw, and I've been watching, see what people are saying. Not because I'm trying to judge people, but because I'm trying to get into the mindset of what type of wrestling fans are out there and how is the company staying afloat with such bad creative. But then I realized there's a lot of people that don't mind what's going on. There's a lot of people that don't mind what's going on. There's a lot of people that think it's great. Um, Obviously, the demographic for pro wrestling, that's changed a lot. I think the demographic they used to go to was it the 18 to 47 or something like that. That's not what they're going for now. This is aimed towards more children than anything. Um, they've got WWE Unreal 2 coming out on the 20th of January, and I think this time this is what they forced me into now. Like at this point, I can't just enjoy it as a regular fan anymore. So that's really for the pay-per-views where I'm just gonna try and enjoy what I can on a one-off day. But I'm gonna review that show, but I'm probably gonna do what I did before and just skip through anything. Anytime I see them in the ring or something like that, I'm probably just gonna skip that part. I just want to see what they're talking about because I saw the trailer and the trailer's all centered around Seth Rollins and the swerve of the crutches. What the thing is, that swerve, nobody cares about it already because they they really spoke about it like they'd done something to the crowd. Haha, we're gonna yeah. Joke's on you now. Seth's injured and nobody cares anymore. So it really didn't last long, did it? Didn't last long at all. I think it lasted long. What was it? SummerSlam, and Seth was injured by the time we got to December. Well, I think he got injured against Cody at Survivor Series. No, Crown Jewel or something like that when it was champion versus champion, and he won the match. Little coast to coast shoulder tackle. So he was done within 2 months. So all that swerving business, joke's not on us. The joke is on you. You failed. You failed. Now I know it was due to an injury. You tried to swerve us with an injury, and then he really got injured. You can't write that shit. That might be a higher power that messed you up there. So it'll be interesting. So look out for that. When that comes along, I will review each single episode. I won't do it as one. I'll do one episode. Obviously, it's gonna come out so everyone can binge watch it. I'm just gonna do it so I've got the content for. If it's on for 8 episodes or 5 episodes, I'm gonna do one a day. The cold open's so long because there's not really too much to talk about with this Raw, so I won't be here for a long time. And obviously, I want to talk about stuff going forward the channel. I always like to put forward what's going to happen with the channel for the rest of the year. And to be honest, probably let everyone down with the last year on the channel, mainly because everything I set out to do with the start of the year. Well, the reason why I couldn't do it is because WWE was shit. So all the stuff I planned, all the things I was excited for, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. They got the press. I was like, oh yeah, get in the press conference. I'm gonna ask Triple H a question because I've had enough of this. Got invited to the press conference, then they cancelled them. Done. Okay, we're gonna run through these Raw reviews, and Raw's so shit that you're reviewing it and it's like repeating yourself week in, week out. Literally, my thumbnails are all there's so many of them that say rinse and repeat on there. There's so many of them with Jey Uso yeeting on there. There's so many of them with the Vision just standing in the ring. So this time, and we will get to that at the end of this, we will set out some other stores and the change will be warranted as well because channel's just going to fall flat. And I didn't put all the effort in early doors for it to just fall flat now. So I'm still going to stick to, I'm not really going to try and cover much rumors and things. I think the things that are out there and I can't avoid, then I can't avoid them. But everything else, oh, this is planned Roman versus Seth at WrestleMania. Brother, don't tell me any stuff like that. I'm not interested. Little news stories and that, they'll come as pre-recorded throughout whatever days. So look out for those. They'll be pre-recorded. They won't be longer than like 10 minutes, but they will be there as well. The Raw reviews and SmackDown reviews, they'll be there. They'll be there in some way or form. It's just if I want to do live stream also. I know a lot of you guys are going to tell me that you want to vent and stuff like that, but I think for the logistics and my actual own work and stuff I do outside of this as well, not to mention football things as well, streaming's a lot considering I don't like sitting there with you guys commenting and I can't respond. But if I respond, it makes every video double the time because I'm in the flow of stuff. So it may be pre-recorded Raw and SmackDown reviews. But then the Thursday night Savage Talks will return. And then obviously if there's a Thursday night where I can't get to that, we'll run it on a Friday or run it on a Wednesday. And obviously that's going to depend on football as well, because I do watch alongs for Liverpool, and Champions League matches are Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So we'll get through that as well. And then, yeah, the news stories, and then any fun kind of videos we can do, we can talk of them and that, bring back some of the rankings and stuff as well. But there'll be time for you guys to have you say. It's just that when we're doing these kind of streams, it might be easier for you to comment in the comment section and I can respond to you after, because then you can think about what you're saying as well, instead of me trying to comment while the video's going on. And then every time somebody new comes into the stream and they go, "Oh, Savage, what about?" And I'm like, "We've already spoke about it." And then I feel bad for them. So, but let's run through this Raw, because it was promised to be an epic Raw. It was the Netflix premiere. Everything I thought and knew was going to happen in this Raw happened. I have to understand this as well. I don't run around trying to be a smart fan. I think that's where fans are losing it these days. People find out stuff because they want to be smart. You can't be a smart wrestling fan. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. All you're doing is getting information from other people who think they're smart wrestling fans, who get their information from people who are pretending to be journalists, who get their information from people who are on the sidelines, or they're throwing stuff at the wall and just hoping it sticks. It's very easy to get a lot of these stories correct in the end. It's just who's brave enough to just say it, even though they know they're lying. For example, Sami Zayn's scheduled to win the Royal Rumble to go on to WrestleMania. Or Sami Zayn's ready to because it's in Saudi Arabia. I've been saying this for a year. Bro, somebody could just say that as an actual story. By the time it comes around and someone else wins the Royal Rumble, nobody will care whether that person lied. Nobody will care. But it's very likely, isn't it? It's in Saudi Arabia. It's the Saudi guy. Yeah. So that's what I get with that one. But let's get to this show, this woeful show. It was WWE X Stranger Things, and fucking hell, the ads were killing me. The ads were killing me, and I have to say this. This is a bit of a joke here, because how on I was just thinking of it now. They did WWE X Stranger Things. I'm not mad. I don't like it, but I'm not mad. They did that because of promotional reasons. Obviously, Netflix is best. The top show is Stranger Things currently. I think the top show of all time is like Breaking Bad or something, but top show currently is Stranger Things. It's kicked WWE off the charts for the last however many weeks, and not just Stranger Things season 5. Stranger Things, all of the seasons have kicked WWE off the charts because people have been rewatching them. So it makes sense. That's Netflix's biggest show. WWE need the rub of Stranger Things. I'm going to guarantee you guys this something now. The numbers will not change based on this being connected to Stranger Things. So when the numbers come out of the viewers, it won't be connected. Not to mention that this time last year, when WWE debuted on Netflix, it was, if I'm correct, it was 6 million. Yeah, 6 million viewers globally. Bear in mind, Netflix has 750 million viewers. And remember, Triple H said, we're going to get we're going to get WWE in front of 750 million people. Okay. They debuted at 6 million a year ago, 12 months ago, today, on the day, the 6th of January, 2025. They debuted on Netflix at 6 million global viewers. Going into this Netflix and the last Raw, globally, they were on 2 million views, and locally, they were on like 900,000 or 1 million. So now, before it was the metrics, WWE is still making money. Now the metrics match up with what we're seeing with our eyes, that 5 million people fell off since The Rock was there, since Roman fought Solo, since CM Punk fought Seth. I think Rhea fought on that show against, it might have been Io actually, on that show as well. It was, wasn't it? Since that day, 5 million viewers have fell off watching this product. So when people run to this, oh yeah, Savage, why are you being negative about? I'm not being negative. Negativity is what follows this company. It's not me being negative. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just saying what I see. And now the numbers are matching up with it. Now I entitled this video that something was strange about WWE, and obviously there was play on words with Stranger Things because I'm a G like that. But something was strange. I was expecting a change, and I didn't get one. Now, did I expect a drastic change? No. I know some of you are probably running around getting excited about SmackDown, where loads of people debuted and loads of people returned with no end and there was nothing to it. There was no substance behind it. Oh yeah, Randy Orton's back. Why are we popping for Randy Orton? He ain't been gone that long. Why are we popping for him returning in a bright blue t-shirt when we just saw him walking around Saudi Arabia with Liv Morgan and Omos? But he didn't turn up to John Cena's last match, even though he's probably his biggest opponent. Why are we popping for Matt Cardona all of a sudden when the month before when he returned, they called him Zack Ryder? They even remixed his already and then changed his music. I don't listen with the greatest of respect for this guy, bro. Because when Dolph Ziggler left, I mean not Dolph Ziggler, my bad. When Matt Cardona left WWE, Zack Ryder, when he left, and before that, woo woo woo, you know it, bro. We don't get hype, we stay hype. Yellow t-shirts and that, Mojo Rawley. Listen, when he left, I stayed watching the toy show with him and Hawkins because I like the toy show. The toy show is called The Collector. So I was subscribed to that anyway. You guys have to stop lying to yourself, bro. You guys have to stop lying to yourself. Nobody cares about Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona, bro. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I don't care about the Indie God. I don't care about the cheesy Long Island. Nobody cares, bro. I don't care about the overly tanned Donald Trump. I care about your missus. I care about Chelsea Green. I don't care about Zack Ryder, bro. You man have never mentioned to me in the time I've been on YouTube, oh, Zack Ryder's good in the mic. The Rough Riders changed its name, and then I think Michael Cole called it, oh, that's the Car Rider. The Car Rider. I'm not. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about Matt Cardona, bro, in the nicest possible way. I care about if he's injured. I care about if anything bad happens to him. I care about him as a person just because I like him. But in the wrestling ring, what? We didn't miss Zack Ryder, bro. They weren't using him anyway. You remember when he won the WWE title at WrestleMania 32? Ran up the ladder, pushed the Miz off and that, then lost the title the next day on Raw. I don't care about Zack Ryder, bro. No, woo, woo, woo. That's where the limit stops for Zack Ryder. Woo, woo. Yeah, after that, I don't care. They brought Trick Williams out. Trick Williams' promo in the ring with Sami Zayn was dope. It was dope. He looked $1 million. It was dope. He made Sami look like an idiot. He was dope. But then Sami gave that regular speech that Sami gives us every single year when it's WrestleMania season, the Royal Rumble's coming up, Elimination Chamber, or it's a new premiere to a show. Sami Zayn gives us the same speech every year, and all he does is change the title he's talking about. That's it. That's it. Every year, the underdog. Oh, and then I was sitting there with my son, and then my son looked at me and he said, Baba, why don't you have the title? And then he said, Habibi, it's because... Shut up, man. Shut up, bro. Habibi, nothing. Habibi, nothing. Your son didn't ask you that stupid question. Son needs to ask you the real question your son needs to ask is why are you not with Roman Reigns anymore? That's the only thing your son would care about. Why are you not Sami Uso anymore? Yeah? Why are you not Honorary Uso? Nobody cares, bro. Try debut everyone and bring people back. You brought Jordan Grace onto the roster backstage. Backstage? You have Trick Williams in the ring talking to Sami, and then he's backstage talking to Ray Phoenix. I'm not trying to see Ray Phoenix versus Trick Williams. And then today, the young OG, the future of the company, the exciting one, they debuted him on an ad break. On an ad break. Nah, they're not doing that to me. I'm not falling for that shit. I'm not falling for that shit. Morris, I've been telling you for 6 months Sami's going to win the Royal Rumble, bro. And if he doesn't, trust me, you're seeing Sammy in the final 2, final 3. Bro, he's gonna win that or he's winning the elimination check. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, because it's all it's written, bro. It's trash. They can't just they're just bringing people into them. Oh yeah, this guy's been brought from the main roster now. Oh yeah, Jordan Grace is up from the main roster now. They're gonna bring the little Obafemi stupid vignette, bro. The guy who was. Let's get on to this show so I can skip through this. We knew this was going to happen. Rhea Ripley and Io are now the WWE Women's Raw Tag, or they're not the Raw Tag Team Champions, they're just the Tag Team Champions. And now they can run around hugging and cuddling each other all the time. And I'm sure they'll fight Charlotte and Alexa next week. And I'm sure they'll fight Nia and Lash Legend and then Alba Fire. Bro, these titles don't mean anything. They don't. Nobody cares. This was always going to happen. Every week we could see this. To be fair to the Kabuki Warriors, they did a good job at trying to be the heels. I don't know what's happened to these two, though. These two, Io, I'm sure I'm correct about this. Io and Rhea Ripley, on this day, a year ago, were fighting each other for the WWE Women's title. I think it was Rhea's title. Io beat her, and I think Bianca was the referee. And then we had the triple threat at WrestleMania. Hear what I'm saying? 12 months ago. And now, flash forward 12 months, they're fighting for the most irrelevant titles in the WWE. Nobody cares about these titles. Io lives off that the fact she's supposed to be a great wrestler. Wrestling's not real, so make of that what you will. But nobody mentions her talking on the mic because she can't. Rhea is the most popular woman in the company, and she's falling off a cliff month by month. She hardly wrestles anymore. Obviously, she's lost loads of weight. She's not intimidating to look at anymore because she's always smiling and giggling. So now the aura's gone from Rhea. Trash. That's what happened, Murray. That all the women, they've taken all the top women and put them in the. There ain't no way Io, Rhea, Asuka, Charlotte, and Alexa, and Nia are all in the tag team division. No wonder Stephanie Vakia in her title runs had like one match. Make it make sense, man. Big ends. It doesn't make any sense. All the time, I don't get it. They went from not giving a shit about the women's tag team division to giving all the shit and not caring about the main titles. Tiffany had no one to fight for a while, then she fought everybody. Jade fights nobody, and she keeps fighting people that shouldn't have a title shot. I big up B-Fab and Meechin and all that, but they shouldn't have title shots. They shouldn't have title shots. Meechin was fighting for the US title. He should just go for whatever. Anyway, they won the match. Nobody cares. Whatever. Moonsault. Asuka gets pinned. Done. This segment, brother. All these things I'm making separate videos on because I need to go into detail. The Gunter beating John Cena, which I told man it shouldn't have happened, is failed already. It's over with. It's done. It's trash. Nobody cares. And somehow, I don't know how they did this. They made Gunter worse than he was last year. Gunter has been... From the moment Gunter was running around being scared of Damian Priest, he's been fucked, bro. Hear what I'm saying? From the moment he was shitting himself about to fight Damian Priest and rolling out the ring and was scared, he's been fucked. Because since that day, bear in mind, Finn Balor helped him win that title at SummerSlam. Because that's when the Judgment Day turned on Damian. He's been fucked ever since, struggling to put away Pat McAfee, retiring Goldberg for no reason, fighting Cody and Randy but shaking hands. He's lost to Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. The year after he loses to Sami Zayn at WrestleMania, he loses to Jey Uso at WrestleMania. Then he loses at SummerSlam to CM Punk. Brother, his aura's gone. They've made him sound shit on the mic. All he says is, I made John Cena tap out like a little bitch. Brother, it's dead in the water. It's over with. It's over with. He comes out today with new merch. I ain't gonna lie, the t-shirt looks kind of cold. Tap out like a bitch. All right, safe. He comes out to the ring. He says the same shit he said for the last 4 weeks. The same thing he said every week since beating John Cena. And the only interval we've had since then is in beating up R-Truth, which for no reason. You have to. Once he beat John Cena, you have to feed him baby faces week in, week out. It doesn't matter who he is. I don't care if it's Otis and all them, man. You have to feed him baby faces to destroy. Because as I told you guys in the first place, when I said he was going to win the tournament, Solo beat John Cena and Austin Theory beat John Cena. And none of their careers were elevated off beating John Cena. None of theirs, bro. The last person to be elevated off beating John Cena was Kevin Owens. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. AJ Styles interrupts him because AJ cares about John Cena for some reason, even though we beat you not long ago. Gunther says the same thing to AJ. I made John Cena tap like a little bitch. And every time AJ tried to speak, he interrupted him. Then he said, what you going to do, little man? And you could see him leaning in, trying to get the cheap pop. AJ slaps him in the face and he says, what you going to do about it? That's what I thought. And leaves the ring. He leaves the ring and turns his brother. He left the ring and turned his back on Gunther without any fear or repercussion that Gunther was going to attack him. And he just walked off. I can't believe, bro. He just walked off like nothing happened. How are we supposed to get behind this guy being a heel and this scary, unbeatable guy when he just got slapped in the face, bro? The man was sitting on his car a couple weeks ago. The Gunter project's failed, guys. It's failed, man. John Cena retired for nothing, bro. And we knew this was going to happen. And if you didn't know this was going to happen, now you do. Moving on from there, this was always going to happen as well because we knew they couldn't stick by their guns. You gave Maxine the title when she shouldn't. Now, I'm going to say this. Big up Maxine Dupree. It's not her fault she got given the title. I don't understand why grown men are running around the internet taking the piss out of Maxine Dupree. She didn't ask to get the title. All right? Is she amazing in the ring? No. Is she good in the ring? She's decent. She looks amazing. I'll give her. She looks amazing. She looks like a star. But Becky's not giving this up the whole time. All the talking online and stuff. And she was always going to win, which begs the question. If you was always going to put the title back on Becky, why didn't we not get the story between Becky and AJ Lee? Why did we not get the story? It was teased. AJ returned, slapped Becky in the face, slapped the little tarantula thing on her, picked up the belt. She said, yo, I like this one. I've never held this one. I like it. We knew Punk's going to win the title. You're going to win the title. That's going to be the feud. WWE does what they always do. Prolong shit. The European tour doesn't for what? It doesn't benefit her. The England doesn't work like that. Like nobody cares apart from Ireland. Nobody cares if Becky's got the title. She's still gonna be there. She's a heel. It doesn't benefit her. Last time they booed her in her hometown. Shouldn't because I know what's gonna happen to Maxine now. I know is that she's gonna go exactly back to what she was doing before. Expect to see Maxine in 2 weeks in a crop top, in a cropped orange top next to Otis and Cesaro with heels on again, just looking like a manager. This is gonna happen. She's gonna fall back. She's not getting all the rematches and all that. So it's done. It's done. Not only that, Becky beat her with a roll up. Yeah, dirty pin. She beat her with a roll up. She beat her with a roll up, bro. What a waste of time. Anyway. This says the Usos issued a bold warning. I'll be honest, they're my favorite tag team. Something was off with the promo. because they literally just came out in the crowd. It's me, Oos, day one ish. It's only me, Oos, day one ish. I've got a twin Oos. It's day one ish. I'm on my own Oos. It's day, brother. Change the music back to it's just us on it. Like what? It's not just you, Oos. It's two of yous. They came out, 4 letters, one word, yeet. Yeah. Usos are now in your city. Obviously, I love listening to the Usos. They're normally cold. They riff off each other back to back. But this time, it felt like one of them remembered what they wanted to say and one of them didn't. Because every time Jay finished, he said, yeah, Talamoose. And then Jimmy looked at him like, yeah, so we're letting all the tag teams know that Usos are in your city. And AJ and Dragon Lee. Thanks for the match. Talamoose. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. Oh, okay. So yeah, I hear it, man. Nah, they're not gonna dress normal because I saw their last tag team match, bro, and Jimmy still wears that weird fucking basketball vest with the ugly colors, bro. It's I don't understand, man. Go back to Bloodline Usos or the Usos before the Bloodline, Usos Penitentiary, Black Hoodies, Usos, run that, bro. Day one ish stuff. Otherwise, allow it. Try to give us this fugazi Stranger Things hoodie, bro. Why, you think I was gonna go and buy this hoodie because it's got some Demogorgons thing over the top of the yeet? Allow me, man. This is lazy. No, obviously the Usos didn't put the t-shirts on. They're lazy, man. We move on from there after they put everyone on notice. This right here is definitely going to require an individual video. I'm sorry, and I don't want to be right all the time. I don't want to be right. But sadly, I am right a lot of the time. The Stephanie Vikia WWE champion, it's over. It's done. The project is over. Send her back to NXT. It's done, bro. It's done, bro. The cheeks are good, but they can't save her, bro. The devil's kiss can't save her, bro. She can't talk. And if she doesn't get a manager, allow it. Allow it. Allow it. It's done. Sorry. I'm sorry if you're a fan of Stephanie's cheeks. I'm sorry if you're a fan of the ram horns. I'm sorry. She got into the ring. She spoke Spanish. And everyone started cheering more when she spoke Spanish in Brooklyn for some reason. Bear in mind, gotta say this as well. This is the worst New York crowd I've ever seen. Ever. Bro, there's no way. I couldn't believe when they kept repeating live from Brooklyn. I said, Brooklyn? This is the worst New York crowd I've ever heard. Ever heard. After she speaks Spanish, she says, so that means that La Primera is gonna win and I'm gonna take the title because I'm La Primera and I am Stephanie Vacher because I am La Primera and I am Stephanie Vacher. All right, she got attacked by Rock. At this point, she came out with the moon boot on, like her leg was mashed up. Clearly not mashed up. It's gimmick thing, but that's fine. This is the perfect way to take the title off her. If her leg's mashed, let her do the hero thing. No, I'll fight. I don't care if I'm injured, and then let Raquel kick her shins off, bro. The story and the store has been set out already. We can switch up something. We all thought it was gonna be the Raquel and Liv and Roxanne thing the other way around, but now it seems that Liv and Roxanne are together. Let Raquel win the title. Let Roxanne or Liv get jealous. Let's do that. Because with all due respect to the great Stephanie Vaquer, bro, and she is incredible in the ring. This is pro wrestling. This is wrestling entertainment. And the biggest part of that is entertainment, not the wrestling. And if you can't talk on the mic and all you can have is great matches, but Triple H doesn't even want to give you matches to fight anybody and no storylines, you're dead on arrival. DOA Get Stephanie out of here. The Devil's Kiss ain't saving her. Back to NXT. Let Booker T hype it up. Go and be the NXT champion. It's over. In the words of the great Andre the Giant, Okamania, it's over. Yep, Morris, get her out of here too. That's why I didn't do SmackDown, because it pissed me off with that US title. Get Julia and Stephanie out of here, bro. It's time for the fanboys to live and die by what they've said, innit? WWE, well done. You gave all the little fanboys, oh, I watch New Japan, I watch Triple. I get it. I like New Japan, I like AAA, but you see these men who are invested in it to no end, where that's all they do with their life is watch New Japan and AAA and all that. And oh my god, I can't wait to see Tananaki versus Shushi Nakanaki at the Honda Dome and the Suzuki Dome at the fucking brother. Nobody cares, bro. In those countries, man, just wrestle. So if that's what you want to do, go to them countries. Go and be the AAA champion. Them countries, there's no stories. Man, just wrestle with masks on. So go over there, bro. This is WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, and I'm not entertained by La Primera and Stephanie back. No, Raquel, bow, back of the head, took her out, mashed up her leg, got backstage, mashed her up again. And then Adam Pearce got really, really angry. Medics, do your job. Enough. All right, Adam. All right, Scrap Daddy Pierce blood. Relax, man. Anyway, moving on from there. Liv Morgan takes on Lyra Valkyria with Roxanne Perez ringside with Liv. And we are Venom. Yeah. Home girl. Yeah. The home, bro. Home girl. Bailey, bro. Bailey, two minds in that. Darkness, bro. Darkness, bro. Yeah. The Green Goblin was at ringside again. Can Spider-Man come out to play? You, Peter, you can have all the fun you will. All of that, blood. All of that, bro. Bailey Two Minds was outside the ring. This match was flaky. It was flaky, bro. I can't lie. Good to see Liv back. So I think it's her first proper wrestling match back. Good to see her back in the ring. The match lasted too long. The amount of reversals every time Lyra lifted up Liv was dying. Oh my god, man. Roxanne added a bit of entertainment to this match on the outside of the ring, and then Bailey chased her off and chased her with a steel chair into the fucking upside down. They literally ran into the upside down. I'm not joking. Like I watched them. They ran, and there's Vecna's over there. They ran into the upside down. Liv there was two moves in this match here that killed me, bro. And both of them, the code breaker from Liv, which spiked, bro, and then I have to say, bro, the code breaker and the oblivion from Liv, Lyra sold the shit out of these moves, bro. Like, wow. I'll big her up for that, bro, because she spiked her to the point her body was stiff in the air. I was so confused. I was like, how has she done that? Cold. Big up Lyra for that. But the match was shit. Nah, bro. Bailey's the Green Goblin. You know how the Green Goblin's got two. He's got two brains in it, bro. It's like 1 minute is like regular Norman Osborn and that, and then he's like, Peter, you can have all of that. You will. Can Spider-Man come out to all of that? Yeah, Liv did look like she was limping. Hopefully not. I was more intrigued about the Stranger Things display that the collab doesn't count for me. The collab was trash, bro. Like, do you remember last time they had a Netflix collab with Zombieland and the Miz got ate by zombies and broke his leg? That was enough for me. Then Miz got attacked by zombies before and broke his leg. And he legitimately broke his leg. Anyway. Liv Morgan won the match, of course, because I just told you she spiked the shit out of the Oblivion. Let's move on. The main event of the evening. Now, you notice that I've left that backstage stuff because the backstage shit was trash, bruv. This match didn't go how I thought it was going to go. Now, did I think CM Punk was going to win? Yes. I know everyone's asking for Bron Breakker to win, to change stuff up a little bit. But then you're looking at, well, what happens for WrestleMania? Then are you trying to get Seth versus Bron Breakker? Not really. So the WWE main event. After Bron Breakker and you lot told me this, not me. You lot told me this. Oh, Bron Breakker's promo was amazing. Yep, he spent both promos telling us that CM Punk was old. CM Punk was washed. If I get in the ring with you, I'm going to absolutely destroy you. And he lost clean. He lost clean. He put on a good match. Obviously, the Vision got involved, and then Rey Mysterio and Penta got involved because you have to put luchas together because racism. And then Bron was good. I like the elbow drop onto the table. I thought that was brave. It looked amazing. CM Punk looked sluggish, so Bron had to slow down in the match because CM Punk doesn't move quick enough anymore. But CM Punk was never going to lose this title. And I don't know if, for you like who hyped yourself up to think he was, I don't know why you thought CM Punk was going to lose this title, bro. You know exactly what's about to happen. CM Punk's going to WrestleMania to actually main event. You know, before he pretend main event in the day one. No, he's going to actually main event. But Paul Heyman gets up on the apron. I think he had him in the STF and then got up on the apron, Paul Heyman, and then Paul Heyman gets jabbed in the face, punched out the ring. While he's doing that, CM Punk turns around, Bron Breakker tries to spear. He tries to spear CM Punk, and he dives straight out the ring here at full speed. Then CM Punk gives the meatiest suicide dive. Obviously lands on the table, and then we get the elbow drop and all that stuff. Gets Punk back in the ring, loads him up for a spear, and this part pissed me off. I have to say, this pissed me off. CM Punk was fucked after that table spot. Bron Breakker rolled him back in the ring. And when he went to spear CM Punk kneed him in the face. He just kneed him in the face. Even though he was dead. Kneed him in the face. Go to sleep. And he really did draw some Zeds. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk beat Bron Breakker clean. So what is the point of Bron Breakker now? No, I'm being dead serious. Now I'm saying CM Punk was going to win. Safe. Which meant Bron Breakker was going to lose. Safe. You're telling me that the interferences couldn't inadvertently go against Bron Breakker and it's a mishap. Why did he have to lose clean? He's the guy that they're building up to be him. This tells me that Seth's recovery is going to be quicker than everyone thought. This is horrible. Because where do they go now? Does CM Punk move on from the Vision? Or are we going to get Logan Paul versus CM Punk? And then Bronson Reed versus CM Punk, and then Austin Theory versus CM Punk. Bro, and you know that's what they'll do as well. You know that's what they'll do. It stinks. Anyway, that was your Monday Night Raw. This was the new Raw. This was Raw. Well, this is the new Raw, and it's the first Raw of 2026. And if this Raw is anything to go by, just like last year's Raw, this year is going to be shit, and it's going to be worse. You know why it's going to be worse? Because all the wrestlers are going to get a year older, and all the people that were part-timing are going to part-time even more. This is probably going to be Roman Reigns' last active year before he's done. AJ Styles, last active year before he's done. Brock Lesnar, last active year before he's done. John Cena just finished. The one good heel they've got in the company is Drew, and he keeps losing. The one good heel. And he's got 3 stages of hell. Let me tell you, bro. WWE, you want to make this right or you want to make it semi-right? Let Drew McIntyre let him beat Cody Rhodes, bro, on a regular SmackDown. Shock all of us. Get the ratings up. Shock all of us. Like, for me, there's nothing wrong with people losing on SmackDown or Raw because it adds intrigue. Because I hate the fact that we always know, always pay-per-view, this is going to happen now. But let it be the main title. Drew McIntyre needs to win. Yeah, they are like the earlier for us, but who cares, bro? Like, whatever, innit? Just good for the reviews, really. But he has to, bro. Like, he has to win. Drew, as a heel, has been in the best storylines over the last year. Drew and the Usos, Drew and Roman, Drew and CM Punk, Drew and this guy and that. But Drew's been the best heel, and he keeps losing. He keeps losing. Drew doesn't have to win the title and have a long run. He can literally win the title and lose it at WrestleMania. Now, that's a bit fucked up because he lost to Seth at WrestleMania. No, CM Punk mashed him up and Seth cashed in. But let him do I'll be honest, man. I'm just looking at not for the main title, but for all just randomly across the board. I'm looking at Carmelo and Trick and Javon and Jacob Fatu. And I'm seeing it, bro. Let's use them. Let's use them. Javon Evans should never go past the US title or Intercontinental. Never. Never. He's too skinny and that. Like, leave him away from the. But he can do everything else. Carmelo Hayes is at his level. US or Intercontinental title. Trick Williams, US or Intercontinental title. Obafemi, Intercontinental title or WWE title. That's what we should be doing. Build it up. Jordan Grace, don't fuck around and put her in no tag teams. Straight to the main titles. Zack Ryder should not go past the US or Intercontinental title. Straight in that division. Picks up this year and sort Nakamura out. Sort Damian Priest out. Sort Rusev out. Sort Aleister Black out. Let's get the division going again. Let's actually segregate the divisions so we can build stories and they don't intertwine with each other. Let's get the heavyweights together. Let's get the light heavyweights and the cruiserweights together. And then let's get the lightweights together with Tozawa and them, man. Let's do that. Stop fucking around. Fatu has to be the one going forward. He has to be. He has to be. Yeah, she defended a match that don't matter, bro. They're mugging off Jade Cargill, bro. I swear to God, man. This is the Triple H thing. If you got anything good about you and you're going towards winning the title, trust me. Like, we haven't seen Tiffany lost and then she just gone. She was out here with new boyfriends doing TikToks and I seen Chad Gable the other day looking mean, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, with the right booking of Chad Gable, run this guy back, let him get the Intercontinental title. Hey, ASAP, blood. ASAP. Give Kurt Angle. All they have to do in one of those videos of Chad Gable training is have Kurt Angle on a FaceTime saying that he's training him, or if you can get them together, have him training Chad Gable in the ring for the comeback. Please. This story has been on WWE's lap for years with Chad Gable. And they went with Jason Jordan, safe. It didn't work. So now Kurt Angle can't be his long lost dad, safe. But let him train him, bro. I'm telling you, it would add legit. Oh my God. It will legitimize Chad Gable. He'll be, bro. WWE, come on, man. Think of this, innit? If you build up properly, right now, if I said Chad Gable versus Bron Breakker, WWE title, you lot will say, don't be so fucking stupid. They're not stars. You're right. Give them a proper booking, though. And then say Chad Gable versus Bron Breakker in a technical Kurt Angle versus type thingy. Yes. Yes. Come on, man. Come on, man. And I have to say this before we get out of here. This WWE Stranger thing, this is what I want to say, innit? Hear me out. I'm not mad at cross branding promotions. I think they're good for business. I don't like them because I don't like the way the ring looks and that, and I don't like the cheesiness of it. Stranger Things season 5, the last episode, the 2-hour episode, was on New Year's Day. Why are you promoting something late? Why? Bro, no one is watching Stranger Things. Go, oh yeah, listen, I got WWE. I gotta watch the brother. Nobody's what, bro. Why are you promoting it late? Why didn't you do Stranger Things X WWE when we were waiting for the new episodes to come out? That don't make any sense. That's like promoting Avengers Doomsday after it's finished. Nobody watched WWE last night and said, you know what? There's a Stranger Things logo there, and I swear I saw Demogorgon ringside. I might go watch Stranger Things. Stranger Things didn't need any promotion. It's all everyone's been talking about for a week. And they use, oh my God, blood, oh my God. They didn't even do anything. They just had adverts and aesthetic. But something better for Chad Gable. Brother, before he left, he was Al Americano Grande Latte with a small Vendi blood. It's dark. It's dark. I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even know what to say anymore. Anyway, that was your Raw review. 5-1-26. Let's slip off Raw for a second because I'm going to remain impartial. If WWE decide to put out a good Raw SmackDown, I'm going to talk about what was good. I really wanted to find something positive to say about today's Raw. There wasn't. But as I said at the beginning of the show, I realize, and I've told you guys this before, but I realize that WWE is much bigger than me as a fan, and maybe I've just outgrown the shit booking. And the reason why I realize this, and I do implore you like to listen to what I'm saying here, Anna. If you want to see the reason why WWE can continue to keep booking shit, because you're in a bubble, because you think that if you think it's shit, then all the fans think it's shit. Go to the comment section of and all the Raw videos that got put out. Go to the comment section on YouTube and just read the top 2 comments. None of them are negative, bro. Not, and I'm not talking about you should be running there saying bad shit. I'm talking about, oh yeah, like in that comment section, I swear to you, anytime somebody debuts or something, the first thing somebody says is that person should have a title shot. I swear to you, bro. It doesn't matter who it is. This person's great. This person's awesome. Okay. WWE's got a big fan base, man. I think they're like the 3rd or 4th like highest YouTube thing after like Mr. Beast and all that. WWE's in like the top 10 on YouTube altogether, like of all time. They got like the Ruby button and that 10 million, 100 million plus and all that. So, yeah, it's bigger than what we think. I do want to take some of the stuff from Raw and make separate videos on them, just breaking down the little thoughts I have going in. I think that's what I'm going to do going forward. It gives a little bit more content for different days as well. And then I can break down individually of what's going on. I'm not always trying to be a smart ass or a WWE should follow anything I'm saying, but it's more the fact that there's glaring problems. There's glaring issues with the WWE. Personally, and I've always thought this has happened since Vince left, I feel like as soon as TKO took over, obviously we're harsh on Triple H. That's because he decided to be head of creative. But the problem is he's probably just being a yes man for TKO. Because there's no way that a man who's a fan of wrestling himself is happy with the ticket prices and all this stuff. But the creative is him, and he thinks it's good. And we're going to find out in season 2 of Unreal anyway. So we'll wait and we'll see. But yeah, man, going forward, more WWE pro wrestling news stories throughout the week. So there's constant content. I want to keep something fresh on the channel every day, even if it's a short. Savage Talks Wrestling on TikTok. Follow me there. If there's any reactions, they're going to be over there because, as again, on YouTube, you'll get copyrighted. And last time the copyrights got the channel shadow banned and it didn't really recover after that. So, and that's why people don't see the notifications and all that stuff. So, WWE only YouTube only send out notifications to a certain percentage of your subscribers anyway. But if you shadow ban, it's like it's less than a 1/3 or whatever. So, but yeah, we'll do that going forward. More stuff in the community post and that for you like to get involved with as well. You two need to do me a favor, though, honestly, and Morris, man. There's any rumors and stuff, don't post them in the general chat of Enz's Discord. Because you like know I'm in there and I'm already doing wrestling stuff, so just don't do that. Because it's gonna ruin what's going on anyway. Otherwise, I'll just leave the Discord on it. But so yeah, that's been said. I'll probably try to do a pre-record today anyway. They're pre-recorded so they can get thrown at any time. I'll be back tomorrow again, some kind of video. It's Wednesday in it, so Thursday we'll do a Savage Talks and we'll cover some stories over there. With those Savage Talks, though, we'll say like we will move I want to do this so it's clear because I want to clip the videos as well because we do long form content. We've done nearly an hour now. Now this particular Raw review doesn't need to get clipped up because I don't care about the individual. But when I'm talking about individual stories or something going on in a long form video, I can clip the individual stories and turn it into like a 10-minute video. For the people that don't like long content, they can just tune in and tune out separate thumbnails. So for that reason, if it ain't a super chat or you're not a member, I'm going to, well, in fact, it doesn't even matter because if it's a super chat, then we'll have to just do it. But all the comments with me replying to them properly will be at the end of the video. So I'll star the comments, the good ones, and then we'll talk about it at the end of the video because otherwise I can't clip it well. You know what I mean? That makes sense, innit? So we'll do that going forward. Let's try and make the channel grow because obviously I've had it as a community channel. So obviously I run the channel, but I have this for all of us so we can always chop it up and build a good community and a good fan base and stuff like that. And I don't want to fall into the trap of running around ranting on the internet, shouting every week. We know. We know there's a few people online that's their thing now. They just shout. And the thing is, it's got to a point for those people that they have to stick with everything being shit now. They're not even allowed they won't even say anything good because it goes against all the stuff they've been saying. I am not one of those people. If WWE put out something good, I'm going to big up what was good. That's it. So I want it to be good. I'd rather not do any videos saying anything negative about WWE or AEW or pro wrestling, but it's been shit. We have to just acknowledge that. Roman Reigns. So we're approaching an hour now. Big up to you guys. Love for the love. I'm gonna go and do some research for HUGO online. Any stories and that. That's one thing you lot can do though. So if you man find any story, I'll probably create a separate Discord actually because that's ends this. But if you find separate stories, send me them, and then I can do a video on them for HUGO online and that. But I'm gonna go do some research there now anyway, and then try to keep with football as well. I'm not gonna overdo it because I feel like you get some burnout constantly trying to do stuff do too many stuff on it. So just want to make sure everything's fresh throughout the week. And I checked Josh, it says tomorrow. So don't know. But yeah. Yeah, but Morris, that's the thing, I don't even want to fall into that trap against like speak to ends about this anyway. But yeah, I'm with you in it. Like I know that you like look out for certain things on like a schedule almost, and then you don't mind taking the odd random video to watch because you appreciate it. But yeah, I don't want to say I'm going to do stuff and not do it. And the reason why that happens is either because the product's shit and I don't want to talk about it, or I promise too much and under deliver. I'd rather promise less and deliver more. So I'm just going to make sure that content gets put out throughout the week, throughout the working week anyway, because obviously I do football as well. So for 5 days throughout the week on the wrestling channel, definitely. Everything else is up in the air, but for 5 days out of the week, or 5 different pieces of content will be put on the channel every week. That's the aim I'm going for, innit? That's the aim. It's 52 weeks in a year. You get it. So we're gonna try and see if we can do that. But I definitely want to cover more news stories because I get a lot of the WWE news stories or stuff about the pro wrestlers, and then I read it and I'm like, oh, I got thoughts on it, and then I just don't press the record button. So there'll be a little bit less edited than that. There'll just be me, the camera, the captions, nothing too special. Get it over and done with. Get it out. Let's build the fan base and build a community, and then see what we can do for the year. But love for the love, guys. You lot have been great. Head out, go and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sure someone's doing some content somewhere, and but you man, go touch grass or something and that, brother. And make sure you just like taking care of yourself physically before you do anything else. Yeah, man. Vibes.